As everybody say, unclefigo krill here.
As
And I'm with Niaz. Isaacs.
You're right,
Liberebil, are you?
lovely and you.
Yeah, you and I have been chatting about just having a little bit of a get together. We have spoken about other things, just not going to speak about on camera, obviously. But for those of you that don't know, Niaz is the top self-made YouTuber in South Africa and a top 10 YouTuber, and under my opinion, the highest automotive YouTuber in South Africa.
Yeah, self-made.
Self-made, yeah.
Apparently.
So you're saying it now 35,000, eh?
Yeah,
No,
36,000. I can't believe it.
36.
I can't.
Now you see, let's start off with the basic questions. Liberebil started how many years ago?
Liberebil started about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And you've been...
4 or 5, one of the two.
Very uncertain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Niaz was taking videos from the sidelines, and obviously started to pique interest, and then I actually started to get to know Niaz a couple of years ago, and I've been trying to help in my very small way to help his cause.
Thank you.
So, and I finally got the courage to get my channel up and running.
Yeah, I like what you're doing. It's so different. It's unique. It's not following what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, and obviously lots of help, obviously from you on the sidelines, telling me what I should be doing.
Yeah.
And obviously a big shout out to Ryan van Eden, because that man has been, as I call him, the magic man. Awesome. He's a phenomenal guy.
So he's been helping you, no?
He's been helping me, yeah. So he's been teaching me the editing and all of that. But we're not here to talk about me, we're here to talk about you.
That's how you can talk about you.
So Niaz, it's obviously 4 or 5 years ago. Liberebil, where did you see Liberebil going from that point?
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure. I didn't know it was a big get to this point. I remember back then when my partner in the channel left. It was quite an upsetting moment because it's something that I knew where it was going. I knew how it was going to get there. I knew how to shape it to there.
You had the vision of where you wanted to be.
I felt I couldn't do it because I don't like being under the camera. I don't like fame. Yeah, it might look super easy. I like cars and stuff, driving cars, but I don't like just the privacy aspect to it. Like, people think that I have 1,000 friends, and I think you, Ernie, and one of my press feed managers, Mariska, is like 3 of the few people I share everything with. Because I don't know who to trust anymore.
Yeah, you've got a very big target on your back now, because you now, as I said in that WhatsApp message,
Yeah, apparently so. People want easy picking, so they want fame quickly, so they'll try and befriend me. And I'm not saying that it happened in the past, but I have one friend that I'm still very good friends with. And I actually helped him build his channel. I really enjoyed it. I learned so much doing that. But on other fronts, I often judge people thinking that they want something from me, and then I'm scared to help.
Okay, so you've got a little bit of God to you.
Yeah.
2019 is obviously behind us.
Yeah.
And 2019, your call of the year.
Call of the year for 2019.
For you.
For me.
For you, not what the press said.
Yeah.
For you.
Mustang.
Yes, you just had to go there.
Yeah, actually the score, I think Ford must have seen what I was saying about the Mustang.
Okay.
I'm actually quite pissed off with what media and people are saying about the score, because the score is nothing like what people's been telling me. It is fabulous in every way. It's got personality, it's got charm. I'm pissed off with mainstream media for making it out to be
heartless soul.
A very dangerous car to drive, a difficult car to drive, a heavy car to drive. They're saying that the gearbox has too much gears. Until you drive it, you understand why.
But everybody has an opinion, and everybody is stuck in a certain type of.
But don't you think we one track minded in South Africa?
We are. These guys that watch the video are one track minded.
I think when especially with my channel and I want to talk about different type of cars, I always get kickback in the comments. People say, no, but this is shit, and I'm like, but you've never driven it yet. So you can't really
you can't base an opinion on something that you haven't
and I'm not
actually even tried.
Exactly, I'm not trying to come from an arrogant standpoint. I'm trying to say, get behind the wheel. You know what, man? If someone were to drive a competitor's car against this car,
Yeah.
and a competitor's car against this car in the year model with this current spec is over R1 million. This car here, as you see it, is 950,000 rand.
Okay, so it's under a bar.
Under a bar,
Yeah.
no?
But that's the competition in this, obviously in this aspect for this vehicle and this class is the price tag is
It's healthy.
ridiculously high.
Dude. And also, like, if you compare it against, and I'm gonna kind of be quite frank here with another sports car company, which people are going for like crazy in South Africa, that car kicks off at 1.05 million.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here you're getting everything that car doesn't have for under
that,
a bar. So if I work it out, it's the bargain of the century. And also, it's got the Coyote V8. And I'm sure you guys know Coyotes are renowned for this thing. I mean, this car with mild upgrades and supercharger, you can kick it past 600 horsepower, 800 horsepower.
Yeah.
They can run 10s in a quarter mile reliably. I actually want one. I want to buy one so that I can kick some ass with it.
Only as you
Yeah.
can. You must 63 first.
No, I'm gonna go 63. I'm gonna go 63, but I want to jump from there to this because I feel this is the tuning car of the century. Honestly,
It's probably gonna be the platform now.
no one in South Africa is gonna believe that,
Yeah.
but someone needs to prove it. And I would love to prove this platform to
Okay, that's obviously I knew we were gonna lean towards the to the old
Dude, I love this
staying.
car. I love this car. Like, I can't stop talking about it. And everyone, like, one of my friends often wanted to buy a car. And I'm like, please have a Mustang. Like, don't, like, forget what the stigma is about it. And just drive it. I promise you're gonna fall for it. And then he's gonna test have one now, tomorrow, and I'll see what he says.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, everybody bases their opinion on what they feel.
I always feel like if you climb behind any car, if you fall for the car with you behind the wheel, I think that's good.
That's also a winner.
But if you buy that car based on what someone says, you didn't buy that car for you. You bought it because you were trying to please people.
Bought because of an opinion.
Yes, all your friends have this car. This car's not gonna run with the current competition. No? But I promise you, half the money into this car than what you put into that car. Since in a I race.
You know, actually on my way here, I actually spotted one or two of them. Strangely enough.
So I race. Yeah. Oh! Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I raced with someone with the Coyote, the previous gen, the 6-speed one, automatic. 4-wheel drive, CLA, 45 AMG.
Yeah.
But I used launch control and I was out of the hole faster than him. Yeah. First, second, third, I was in front and I started opening.
Those 45s are renowned for a little bit of that 4-wheel drive.
Bit of bog, yeah. And it just kind of planted in my brain that if you can drive, you can shoot this thing out of the hole. Trust me, this thing is...
So you say it's a driver's car?
Anyway, let's get away from cars. I can't stop. I feel like I can see like how dude, I am...
So you've spoken now about where you want to see and where do you see Liberebil going from? From the point that it is now currently to the future, near future and beyond.
So to be honest with you, I'm only doing so much new car features and modified car features so I can build Liberebil to a point where it can turn over an income. And from an income, I'm going to take all of it away and start a build.
Okay.
And then with doing the build, I'll have other modified cars also on the channel.
Okay.
I'm still going to do the new cars, but I'm going to try and do like more performance-oriented new cars that can fit with my audience. And the very budget car, your Figo, your Polo, and stuff
Sorry,
like that.
Figo not related to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I just want to try and like, sorry guys, I'm not used to an interview style.
Normally he's the one asking the questions.
Yeah, like I don't, but like, I talk so much. I always feel like I'm talking over the person. I don't like it.
This is the whole idea that I spoke to you about. This is what I want to show, and you want to get to that point.
Yeah.
Automotive YouTubers, right? Who do you follow from overseas?
I follow
top one.
Top one.
Top one.
So if you watch Dude in Blue, you'll see a very similar videos on my channel.
Okay.
Because he's my inspiration.
Okay.
And he's tied with Max Tuning. Max Tuning isn't about cars, it's more lifestyle. But I love the way he presents. I love his energy. I don't watch a lot of car YouTube to be honest with you. Dude in Blue is the only one I watch.
Okay.
I'm very into Star Wars, so I watch Clone Wars. I watch like those Darth Vader comic readings, and I watch like theories about what's gonna happen in the movies. I'm very into comics and
You
stuff.
tried to spoil the whole Star Wars feel.
Dude, I am such a Star Wars.
Like, no, it's funny. I'm also a Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. And then, like I'm trying to explain to people like your life don't have to be only
about
cars.
And
You know?
you've got hobby other than cars. What is your hobby?
So my hobby other than cars is I love audio.
Okay, so you're audio funded,
Yeah.
more home entertainment.
Yeah, I buy and sell, like, I'll get bored of a pair of speakers in 3 months and I'll sell it for something else. So it's kind of what, I don't put money into it.
Okay.
So whatever I make there, I buy something else that I want.
Okay.
So like, it's like this endless puddle of money that I just
Keeps on
audio.
keeps
I love
on
audio, yeah. It's kind of like a date night, not a date night, but like a fun night for me is in my bed with some music playing on Spotify and like skipping through music that I don't know and just listening to the sound and the space that I'm in. I do love audio. That's kind of my escape. But when you're so lonely and miserable like me, then that's kind of your thing.
Now you see, totally unrelated automotive YouTuber that is into something that's totally out of cars.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a bit healthy as well.
It has to.
It has to be. There's a little bit of a balance that you need to have.
I always find that people go very hardcore and like they don't live for anything else. And I'm always like, there's so much more out there.
Yeah.
You know, you don't.
Yeah, instead of just having a tunnel vision.
Yeah, don't worry what your friends say.
Yeah.
Like go to the movies, like listen to music, go to a concert, whatever you like. Like I don't go to concerts and stuff because I don't like that type of stuff.
Okay.
But like find something that's not engine related that you like, you know, because this can become toxic fast.
Yeah, it can. It can become an endless pit, a money pit.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm moving very quickly out of the modified car game for myself. That's why I want the 63. It's because I don't like cars where I can see potential.
Yeah, but the 63's got potential.
It's got potential, but you take the feel away when you move it to there. Like I won't even put an exhaust on it, I'll just decat it because I like the stock exhaust sound.
Okay.
So I will lower it, I'll do carbon kit and stuff because I love the carbon look on that cars. But yeah, I'm so far away from my car and I don't understand why. Like every time I kind of
63 actually has kept its value.
it has.
It's probably even ballooned a little bit in the past couple of months.
It will come down now. Fuel price is pretty steep and it's gonna keep it from going up. It's my dog.
Greatest Cape Town engine swap ever, in your opinion?
Cape Town. Oh, that's
what build would you say has stood out for you that you either features or want to feature?
So it must be an engine that's out of a different brand into a different brand.
No. Either from either similar brand or from Sacrilege, different brand into.
So my current favorite car that I'd love to feature, which I haven't yet, and which I have a lot of respect for, is Rudy Roda. Yeah.
Stand in line.
Yeah. And I tell you why, right? One of my dreams was to four-wheel drive swap VR6 twin turbo Mach 2 because
yeah, we used to see that in the V-Type magazine back in the
people
day.
say
Golf Plus.
Yeah.
Golf Plus used to show.
People say 2J and RV is the holy grail of like modifying.
Yeah.
But I think VR6 has it. Not as in faster. I think VR6 has more type of the sound and also coupled with, I mean, there are guys.
It's almost like the engine has a bit of a soulful tune to it.
There are guys making 1100 to the wheels and they're running 8s, 9s quarter mile.
Yeah.
So that engine is phenomenal. And that's why I bought my S4. Because when I bought my S4, people like Ramiz, none of them were in the whole 5-cylinder thing.
Yeah.
The 5-cylinder thing blew up when I kind of got into 5-cylinder because my dad always had 5-cylinder.
You know what they call that? They call that when you start taking note of what you have.
Yeah.
You start picking up on the others.
Yeah. And now I mean, the 5-cylinder is again a force to be reckoned with. There aren't even GTRs is reckoning with 5-cylinders.
The GTR R35 with the 3.8 liter. So it is a force, but it's pretty expensive. So is a 2J, so is a RB.
So is VVL, so is K. What isn't cheap? Like, Saud and I had this
Mark 1 8L.
yeah, Saud and I had this conversation, and
yeah, I'll put a link at the bottom to the criminal video with
yeah, and like they can say like this build didn't cost a lot of money. The fact is, if you build 11 second is not 20.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot. Like, I don't think they'll ever admit it, but I do think
but
it's
the money that they spent over time, if they actually did all that.
And we probably
you could probably buy a C63.
But I understand, and I told Saud this very line. I told him, you know what, Saud, I have a lot of respect for you, because you've taken a platform that a few people stopped believing in and made them believe in it again. Because I myself was like, I don't know, it's kind of pointless if you put it against K, because a K, yes, you pay more, but what you put in,
bang for buck.
yeah, you get out. It's not a guinea pig.
Yeah.
With VVL, you kind of a guinea pig.
And
you know what?
It's very difficult because not a lot of people normally take cues from guys out in Joburg. They normally do very well with SR20 DET and VTEC Turbo, but they don't do NA.
Yeah.
So there's not much stuff. So the guy's not going to bring the stuff in, so you're going to have to do it yourself.
I'm glad we're talking about Nissan, because I think you and I can both agree Nissan's been putting on some pretty terrible cars over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nothing exciting. They spoke about bringing the Sylvia sisters back. It's never happened.
Yeah. But now that guy's fired.
Fair lady now. We'll have to wait and see. R36.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
And a lot of people think that Renault ruined Nissan. It isn't the case, because they were given power. Yeah, they were given money to fix the company.
Yeah.
And the guy was just fired recently. But okay, that's a whole
yeah,
topic.
that guy got arrested.
Yeah. Anyway, he got a little coffin apparently and fled the country, something like that. That's hilarious.
So, motor show. If you could attend an international motor show, which one would it be?
Ooh, good
Would it be
question.
Tokyo? Would it be
I'd love to go to Germany.
Germany?
Yeah, there's a few motor shows there. I like the 24-hour Deutschcliff thing. I love that type of Deutschcliff, yeah. I like that type of stuff. But I haven't really gotten into...
No, but when I talk about the auto show, I mean like the cars that still have to come and where the prototypes are unveiled. So
almost like a SEMA type of buzz.
Yeah, but SEMA's more for
technology
and modified cars and
I think
that type of
like an auto event in the States at like something like that. I don't know, I don't follow the stuff, you know? It's so weird, dude. Yeah, I don't, because a lot of people think I do so much research on these cars, and I don't, because I don't want my perception to be tainted. So when I drive a particular car and I climb another car and I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
So that's why you find my videos always has a consistent thing where I try and pick out all the rights in the car and not all the negatives, because I feel like someone's going to end up with this car and they don't really give a crap about the negatives. They want to know what this car does well.
Yeah, the person wants the car, they're going
to buy it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. Motorsport event, which would you attend?
In Cape Town.
Worldwide.
Motorsport event. Dude, I don't follow motorsport, man. Yeah, I know. I don't watch YouTube. I don't call YouTube. I don't follow motorsport. I don't watch Formula 1. Yeah, I love. Okay,
Formula 1 you haven't missed.
So here's something that I do watch all the time.
Okay.
Hill climb.
Okay, so you would
love
to attend.
That's why I want to go to Germany.
Okay, so
I love
the hill climbs.
Dude.
They got some insane cars. Favorite budget car of 2019?
Favorite budget car? So should it be like a performance car or like just a cheap car? My favorite budget car for 2019 remains the Ford Figo. At 215,000 rand.
Yeah.
The premium is worth it because you get that screen, you get that fabulous 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. Please buy it in the automatic. The 6-speed is amazing. It's a comfy car. It has good fuel consumption. I like the way it looks. Polos are all also just so good, but I think they're over 300 grand.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. They're very expensive.
And here's a funny fact. I prefer the Figo over the Fiesta. Yeah, I think it's a better car. It drives a lot better, believe it or not.
It's a little bit smaller.
Dude, you should put your foot down in that 1.5 3-cylinder. It will shock you. it keeps spinning the wheels up first gear. I'm like, what the flip's wrong with this car? Then a buddy of mine with a Cam Mach 1 got packed to a Figo. Then I was like,
Direct injection. Yeah, that's the way technology has gone. Like 3 cylinders, BMWs produce 138 kilowatts from a 3 cylinder, the B38. And then the B48, I'm not too sure about power figures because it doesn't interest me on the B48 or B58, sorry. B48 is the 4 cylinder, B58 is the 6 cylinder, which is found in the Toyota Supra.
yeah.
Doesn't really give much problems. I'm speaking very biased, but yeah, it's interesting what the guys are doing. Obviously, you don't follow many automotive YouTubers, but I'm following Adam LZ.
And Papadakis. So those are actually the few things I am watching because I want to see what B58 can do, and it's as we predicted.
Yeah.
It's a freaking astonishing engine.
Yeah, now Papa has completely divorced that engine from the control module of the car, so it's running off Vanos and all that. But Adam LZ is running Vanos, everything.
Yeah. Before picked up a last night video, I think.
This is 2 nights ago, and he's been posting a video every day about it. So if you don't know, I'll put a link as well to the Supra build of Adam LZ. So
I don't like him, man.
Why?
So, I don't know, he's so like, I don't know.
He was like a holy grail for the end of the
bought a
year.
GT3 RS and I was like, okay, now watching your content. But he's just like, you got the, I don't know. That's what people saying about me, who don't like me. And he has me so, says, but that's probably
Everybody will have their opinion.
yeah. What is the point now of an S58?
Well, the S58 T, which is now found in the X3 competition and the X4 competition.
Of course.
So, and it goes. It really moves.
So I drove 340i
Yeah.
and I was like, in game. The G20,
Yeah.
I was like, in game. Oh, what's to buy?
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's insane.
Yeah,
It's over a million, but still, it's like, what do you buy? Like you don't even need to buy an M3. Think about it. It's the same motor one as a F80, and with minor mods, it's one of the quickest things on
and
the
the funny
planet.
thing is, a 240 and a 140 will give an M4 a run for its money.
Yeah, the B58.
We've experienced it.
So what's so amazing is that if I can speak out of now the S58 is based on B58 architecture, so we can only imagine what S58 is gonna do now.
They probably took what the Japs did with the B58 and incorporated it into the S series motor.
Yeah.
So it's exciting times and
Let's be happy because it won't be the last 6-cylinder, no?
possibly.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, so we spoke about Liberebil, we spoke about your favorite car, which happens to be the Mustang. We spoke about your favorite budget car.
Someone's smiling and you just said that word and I'm smiling.
The Mustang.
Yeah, flip, bro. I can't. Okay. I can't. Oh my word, I can't.
The stigmatism around the Mustang is driving into crowds.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm like, it only does that with inexperienced drivers.
Where do you see yourself, excluding Liberebil, for 2020 to 2020 to 2021?
Honestly, I just want to become
Inshallah.
I just want to become a more confident person.
Okay.
And a person that worries a little bit less about what people say in the comments, because I've been like, people don't realize how much hard work it takes to pump out a video twice a week and to put a video out once a week. And when you get some idiot in the comments that's like saying something funny, you take a jab, you know, because it's something that you feel passionate about.
And something that you're trying very hard to do, and it's almost like they shut the door on you.
For South Africa, you know, we don't have, I want to put South Africa in a really good light. I kind of want to let people see us.
But obviously our the YouTube community of South Africa is still in its infancy stage. The people watch the videos, they don't subscribe. So that is basically the problem. Now overseas, the guys have a much better culture of YouTube, that if they do watch a video, they like what was happening in the video, even if there is a negative that they pick up, they will still subscribe.
They support, yeah.
So you've probably got followers from Australia, New Zealand. I've got some guys from Australia that's also sub to the channel, and Cape Town guys. Yeah, but obviously, and Just for everybody, I am not competing with Nia.
No, we're not.
We have this thing, we don't compete with each other, we try to help each other.
Yeah.
And people seem to think that the one is better than the
Yeah.
other. But Nia's is the pinnacle
Yeah.
at the moment. And
Oh, I said yeah. Sorry.
so, yeah, a lot of people are actually aiming towards Niaz's level and the bar they set wise. So,
I really wish they can get
I
there.
just have to say thank you to you, the opening up automotive YouTubing for Cape Town guys, especially. And you've done a lot of work behind scenes. You've created WhatsApp groups, you've created a few other things as well, and you're always ready to help if there's help that's required.
I think my main focus for Liberebil is to help. It's not only about cars, like you see on my Facebook, it's about helping men in general with a lot of things they're going through. The past 2 weeks scared the living shit out of me because I received scary DMs from people who are going through the crappiest of times, and they're not talking about it because they're afraid of what people's gonna think of them. They're afraid of what society's gonna think of them, and then there's that, and then there's men suffering with depression, with like, it's scary. So this can bring in the crowd, and this can help the crowd.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I've always maintained that there's a bigger calling for Liberebil, and that calling is using cars to bring people together. And it has. I mean, how much new channels popped up in the last 3 years because of Liberebil?
There's a lot of inspiring young generation kids that are actually jumping on and starting. There's I can't get the gentleman's name, but it's Racing Culture SA.
Yeah.
He's pretty young, and shout out to you. You're doing a very good job with the limited resources that you do have. I also have very limited resources. Niaz has limited resources, but we do the best that we can. And if you guys are starting channels and you need a little bit of insight, I know I'll be there, and Niaz will also be there as well.
A lot of the time you send me a message and I only reply 3 weeks later. It's because like there's so much messages come through, they start falling to the bottom, and then I'll take one Sunday in that month and I'll just run through all the messages and reply. And then once they reply again, I'll reply in the next 2 weeks. So I don't reply quickly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because you're inundated obviously with
course.
either requests or...
and people fall through the cracks. So I don't see everyone's stuff.
It becomes a bit difficult. Look, I have that problem on my Facebook page. I don't get the messages immediately on the unclefigo Cape Town page.
Your Facebook page is quite big, no?
Yeah, it's 6,000.
Nice.
So I try to keep guys in the loop as to what is happening in and around Cape Town, and hopefully myself and Niaz can maybe do the trip up country just to stomp our, not our authority, but just to stick our flags up in Joburg
and look forward to Zay coming on Liberebil soon. There's a few cars that I think we can do together. Because we must obviously cross collaborate. You can't put one day on your channel and nothing on mine, so as soon as I get a car that I think is worth both of our time, let's do something. No?
2 wheels.
You're supposed to do bikes. I've been forcing Zay to do bikes, and he doesn't want to listen. There's such a big market.
The difficulty is that you can't get the bike sometimes. Either it's raining or the guys are busy, and I'm one of those guys. I don't try to have a 1 or 2 week in advance type of thing.
Sorry, it's so hot, guys. Like I'm sweating.
I try to do like either 1 day or 2 day heads up, and I'm glad that Shoaib Sambo came through with a quad bike. And a quad bike did amazingly for its very first event at Street Fest. Obviously Bioworks, Yasin Abrams was piloting the quad, and he piloted the 12.0. Yeah, and they finished second in their class in the quads because the quad class was taken by 11.9 seconds. Listen, quad bike 11.9 with a 7-mil stroke.
I'm supposed to speak to Shoaib about his Supra.
Yeah,
I spoke to him a while back. I don't know which one. He got a black one.
Which one?
The one that's not really modified.
Okay, that's
because his modified one, obviously, you can't. There's not a car you can drive on the street.
Now that you mentioned that, Niaz, I'm calling you out to a race.
What a race?
But here's the thing. You and I are not going to drive the car. It'll be our first experience at a Wednesday night.
Okay.
With the car.
Okay, cool.
Do you accept?
But we're not going to drive it?
No, we are going to drive it, but it'll be our first time at the track.
Oh shoot, okay. Is it fast?
supposedly.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm scared driving other people's cars on the track. I don't really like to be honest with you. But okay, I'm up for it.
If you could build any car,
Um,
funds aside, unlimited resources, what would you do?
Twin Turbo Max 3 VR6 Quattro.
Yes!
Seriously, I'm all on a VR6 Like, I want to show people what that motor can do.
Do you know that the VR6 motor was voted a couple of years ago the second best sounding engine ever?
I would have said Mustang now, but I'm like, no man, when you say bold car, then I'm gonna go because this is 915 grand to power and you need to modify this stupid.
Yeah, so not all of us are Adam Mills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, two wheels. Favorite bike?
My favorite bike is the East 1000.
Or
Yeah, I like that bike, man. The bike's got a
I think I stand at the correction, most powerful production bike in its
Yeah.
class
It's cool, man.
at the time.
That's cool.
It's a very cool bike. Comes standard with a quick shifter.
Yeah.
For up and down. Not just up and down.
Yeah.
I actually had the privilege of driving the RaakWys Abrams
Yes,
1000
yes.
some time ago, and I actually still have the footage of that. Any events that you would like to cover in South Africa?
I like to cover Dizzy. Is it Dizzy?
Dizzy Raceway Durban.
Dalton, my apologies,
Dalton.
Dalton. My apologies, not Dizzy. Dizzy's not Dalton.
Dalton.
But I need to actually figure out, I want to do a tour this year. I just need to figure out logistics and stuff. And obviously it's going to cost quite a lot, so I want to try to get sponsors and stuff.
If anybody in the transport industry would like to help me,
I'm actually going to speak to Ford or to brands to help send me a car that I can drive up to Joburg and stuff like that. Just fuel and stuff like that's what I'm going to need done. So I'm going to figure out ways to get this whole thing rolling.
Okay. That's a very, very, very cool way to want to do things.
Yeah.
I would also like to take a trip down to Scrivanti. The surface has been resurfaced. I haven't been to the circuit yet. I've only visited Kyalami, and I've visited Kyalami and I visited Swartkops.
Oh, nice.
Swartkops I had visited in 2012 for Super Drift Round 1. Went to go watch a buddy of mine, Victor Bordel, drift.
Oh, yes.
And yeah.
I've been around.
I've been to Kyalami for what they used to call street style.
Oh, nice.
That's before obviously Porsche took over. Yeah, so this has gone a little bit longer than we expected. But Niaz has been very, very insightful, and I hope that you guys there, watching there, on your phones, on your computers, on your smart TVs, take heed that this is a human being. He has his limitations and he has feelings, so please be kind. He spends a lot of time to give you guys entertainment. As I said, I'm a small fry, he's now the benchmark, but myself and Niaz don't compete against each other.
I hope one day I get to be on TV, because I think that would be an awesome goal to get on TV. Like, then I can reach a broader audience and bring a humble perspective to cars. I find everyone's being very critical.
Where do you think motorsport is going in South Africa?
I think it's going
South.
I think it's going into money. Without money, you can't build a fast car. And rubbish, rubbish to people who...
The talent is not really there.